Hey Raiders, it's another video. We are going to be talking about week 1 of Psychology of Play and what this is all about. So a lot of people think this video, or this class, I guess, is something to do with video games and how they affect your mind and things like that. Some people think it's a psychology class. It's kind of an in-between of psychology class and like a I don't know really how to explain it. But it's not about video games overall. It's like, okay, how to explain it? It's like using the psychology of playing games and but using them in everyday life and using that to make your life better. I know that sounds kind of strange. But it's like everything you do, like this first week we're talking about, it was like what is your play essentially, and how it's a weird class. How to explain this? It's like everything, like, okay, like everybody's play is different. So my what I enjoy in it, my version of play is playing video games. That's kind of very straightforward. But like somebody like my mom who enjoys gardening, I don't like gardening. That's work to me. That's like landscaping to me. My mom loves gardening. That's her version of play. People, doctors, you know, they enjoy what they do. They probably played as a kid as a doctor and then evolved and then wanted to do that as a real thing. I played video games a lot as a kid, and I connected with them, so I grew up, and eventually now I'm becoming a video game designer. It's the idea of using play in our everyday lives that helps us get through even our mundane chores and activities. But yeah, so what do they want you to do? So in this class, since we're in a new class, new teacher, Miss Elena Nolan is my teacher. She seems very nice. I haven't had the pleasure of having a lecture with her yet. It's weird, in this class they have multiple teachers, but multiple teachers pick up the loads when it comes to like lectures. So my first lecture wasn't even with my teacher, but it was with the Psychology of Play teacher. So it was interesting. I got to meet a different person and their perspective on it, and how they teach. I hope to at least one class I'll be able to meet her. I'm not sure if that'll happen, but we'll see. But what they want from you is essentially, it's kind of a little bit easier, I'd say. Or not easier, it's less creative. You don't have to really think and make some like ideas and, ooh, that picture looks good there and things like that, or how this person talks and mannerisms and things like this. Is more like, so there's a live lecture on Tuesday as always. This teacher offers an open office hour on Wednesday, so you can check in, like if you didn't understand something in the lecture. They're very good in the Zoom lectures, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned this. They're willing to stay after, and people leave and you can ask even more questions. They let you ask questions during the whole thing, like the whole time. So it's really cool. But yeah, they wanted a call to play. It's not a test. It's due Tuesday, and it's essentially 7 questions. It's there. You don't need to read the material or anything like that to answer these 7 questions. It's kind of like a warm up to get you ready for your main assignment that you're going to be doing. And it's essentially just simple questions. Like we're going to be studying this week. What do you hope to improve or enhance from this? Like very straightforward questions. And I can't think of one on the top of my head. See if I could pull one up here real quick. Like simple questions, like one thing we all love about Full Sail students is their passion. What excites you about your future industry? And then you have to answer 3 to 4 sentences of what, you know. And there's 7 questions similar to like that. They're not very hard. You just have to answer them honestly and openly. And then after that, you do the readings. I do the readings. Readings, and then the live lecture on Tuesday, and then what they want from you for the whole assignment, and I'll pull it up here what I did. But essentially you pick, there's 4 quests you get to choose from. And you have to engage in 2 of them, so you have to do 2 of them, and then you have to essentially answer the questions that they give you based off how, you know, those quests. So if I pull it up here, let's see, we go and kind of show you here. So this is essentially what you need to do. I won't read it out for you, but I'll show you what like they wanted us to do. So this is what they expect. It's like a discussion. So this is example of exemplary work for a discussion board. And after see, it says, which 2 quests did you choose? Describe each quest. So essentially you do the 2 quests out of the 4, you do 2 of them, describe your experience for each of them. They have to be 5 to 6 sentences. And then it's the next question. How do you quest experience connect back to the reading material? And then you, by the quest, you have to do them. And these are the quests. Like, so this was quest 1, and I believe this was quest 3. I did quest 1 and 4. And I'll show you my work here in a second. Scroll down here. So this is what I turned in. As you can see, I answered the questions they asked me, and then I created my own. So quest 1 was to create, take before and after pictures of your creative space. I chose my Pixel Viking Games office here that you see all the time. It gives me a lot of inspiration. So I just did when I first moved into my new house, and then after, like right now where we're at and how much we've come so far. And then the quest 4 was to create a crest, your personality crest, and you had to refer back to the readings, and the readings refer to play personalities, and what they wanted you to do is make a crest and then pick the play personalities that represented you, and then use pictures to represent that. So I use storyteller and competitor because of video games. Always competitive. I always like them shooters and trying to win, even though I'm not the best at them. And then there's storyteller because I've always enjoyed stories, anime, movies, all that kind of stuff. Being a designer, I want to tell my own stories essentially. And then you had to do 2 replies that were due on Sunday. So after I turned this in, which I turned in early, I had to wait for other people to post theirs, and then I see people replied to, some of my classmates replied to mine, and it had essentially be it has to be it. You know, we've gone over this, but if you're just jumping into this class because this is the one you're interested in, out of the series I have, you usually have to do 2 replies at the end of the week by discussion, and they're based on the Rise model, which you follow to make a paragraph. It's just, the Rise model is essentially to teach you can't write 2-sentence things. You have to write of how to fully flesh out a good reply to your colleagues. Like Noah did a really good job. Carlos did a good job. But like this isn't, I'm not calling anybody out, but that's not, that's not good. You got to write more than that. You gotta step it up a little bit. But I'm not the teacher, not judging, but I'm just saying. All right, so, and that's essentially it, guys. Like that, this one's a little longer because probably a different take on everything. But yeah, like that's essentially psychology. The first week, what we were supposed to do. It looks like it's just gonna repeat that pattern for the next 3 weeks, but I will still make videos for you guys and we'll keep it going. They'll probably be shorter, but I just wanted to establish a ground floor for this class and ease some minds. Very straightforward, not too crazy psychologist for your You got a pipe in your mouth, nothing like that. But all right, guys, take care. Thank you so much for staying to the end of this video. I love you guys. Peace out.